Unlike most jurisdictions, Texas doesn't recognize legal separation. Many unhappy Texas couples looking to live apart assume they have to make an all or nothing decision to live without any legal protection for the separation or to start a full-blown divorce process and obtain temporary orders. But there's an underutilized creative solution, and that solution is the topic of today's video. Hi, I'm Sean Palmer with the Palmer Law Firm, and I've been practicing divorce and family law in the great state of Texas for the last 20 years. I've had many couples come into my office who are seeking a legal divorce after a period of informal separation, sometimes several years into a separation. Usually these separations begin as well-intentioned. They begin as attempts to ease the immediate tension in the home, yet with the mutual hope that given time and breathing space, the couple will reconcile. But more often than not, that time of separation isn't a relief at all. Rather, it's a new period of pain and confusion that in many ways is worse than when the couple were living together. Without any enforceable agreement, the couples struggle to live apart without any guarantee of basic rights such as decisions regarding the children or who gets access to financial resources for the separate houses to live on. In my experience, these unstructured separations often don't help heal the marriage, but actually increase the conflict and therefore the likelihood of someone finally filing for divorce just so they can get some remedy to the dispute. Fortunately, there's a solution to the separation problem. An unhappy couple can enter into a contractual separation as an alternative to filing for a Texas divorce. With a separation contract, the married couple enters into a binding agreement that resolves disputes that are usually associated with separation, but doesn't actually terminate the marriage. The couple agree to separate their assets and debts and make provisions for their children so that they can live separately but remain married. A separation agreement can be a cost-effective and timely way of establishing visitation, financial, and property rights. The process is much cheaper than any of the other options because it doesn't require the involvement of the courts. The court doesn't have to sign off on the contractual separation or issue any order in regards to the contract. However, if one of the parties requires enforcement of the contract, a civil suit seeking an enforcement of the order or directing a party to comply with the terms and conditions could be filed. But in my experience, if the agreement is clearly communicated and sufficiently detailed, the parties will generally comply with it. And that could be the beginning of reestablishing trust between the estranged spouses, which is an important step towards healing the couple's division. But if the parties ultimately can't reconcile and a divorce does occur in the future, a properly drafted agreement could become an agreement incident to divorce. Under Texas Family Code 7.006, this can help resolve many of the disputes that typically come up in a divorce proceeding, and that therefore could save the couple thousands of dollars in attorney's fees. Now, a separation agreement can be a very detailed document depending on the unique situation of the marriage, and drafting an effective agreement is a complicated process, and small mistakes can have grave consequences. So you should consult with an experienced family law attorney in your area to help you determine what to put in the agreement and how best to make sure it's enforceable. I hope this video has been helpful. My name is Sean Palmer with the Palmer Law Firm, where we can't protect your heart, but we can protect your rights.